Assignment number 6. This is going to be a little bit more challenging than some of the other assignments, but I still think you guys can do it. So this is going to be a gear. You're going to draw just this center drawing. You don't have to draw, this is called a cross-sectional view. You don't have to draw this close up here either. So we've done the concentric circles before. That means the circles sharing the same center point. We've done a keyway before, so you guys should know how to do most of that. And we've done a polar array, which is how we're going to make these teeth. So we know how to do it. We just need to put a few things together. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off by making concentric circles. Now, you may have to hunt for some of these dimensions that are out here. We can tell again 0.875, 0.75, 7.5, 9.375. This is in inches. So when we're setting our units, okay, we could set them for architectural if we want, or you could just leave it as decimal and we will just type it in and it'll be fine for this assignment. So first of all, we're looking for our concentric circles. There's actually one at the outside of the tooth, inside of the tooth, and then the obvious circles that we can see here. So the outside, there's an R, so that's a radius of 2.375. All right. 2.375. A little bit. Remember, it's the middle mouse button, the scroller. You can zoom in with it. 2.375. The next radius is 2.125. Go to the center point. 2.15. Next, one in is right here. And a lot of people make a mistake. They'll use this as the diameter, but remember that's radius, and they'll use this as radius instead of diameter. Remember, a circle with a line through it is diameter. The R means radius. So this is a 4-inch diameter. Next one in is 3.5. So make sure we change the circle tool we're using. And then 2 and 1.5. That's diameter. And 1.5, and then we will have a radius of 0.5 and then 0.380. So those are radiuses again. All right, so we have all our concentric circles drawn. The next thing that we're going to want to do is start working on these teeth. So we'll want to look at this close-up. We want to pay attention to that. We want to pay attention to the fact that there's 32 teeth. So the close-up. First of all, you notice it gives us the degrees up. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a line straight out. And then once we have the line straight out, we will play connect the dots, just as they have here. Okay. So the first one is at 1.875. So this is something new that I want you to be aware of, and we're just going to go straight to the right. But you'll notice that it gives us 4 3/16, but it'll also tell us that we are at 5 degrees. If you hit tab, it'll toggle between those two. So now I can go ahead and type in the 1.875, and it'll lock in the length at wherever you're at. Okay, so that's our first one. If you want it to go back and just add the 0 in, we can do that. So we can keep track of where we're at. Next one is 3.75. We'll do the same thing. Tab 3.75. Enter to get out. Next one is 7.5. The next one is 9.375. All right, so as we're looking at this, we're going to have to kind of determine what points do we need. Well, we know this is the outside of the tooth, and this is kind of the gullet of the tooth, if you will. This is the 0, so we don't need that. So what we're going to do, we'll zoom in right here to where we want to draw. We're going to go, we're missing a command here. We'll go back down here, right-click on O-snaps, make sure you have intersection. Okay, so we're going to click there and there, hit enter, click there, and click here and here. So that is going to be one tooth. Now we can take all of these lines, delete them, and there's a number of different ways to do this. We could trim everything, put one extra line in over here, trim everything appropriately, delete this. We could do a lot of work right now, or we can just polar array it. We will explode it, and then we can trim it. I think that's the best way to go for right now. So we'll do polar array. It's going to ask us, well, select the objects. We're going to select here and here. We'll hit enter. Then it asks us, well, where's the center point? Well, that's the center point. Now, how many items do we need? We want 32. There were 32 teeth. So we have our basic gear here, but you'll see that we want to do a lot of trimming. Trim command, hit enter, and now we can go through. Remember, if you hit enter, as soon as you get into a trim command, instead of clicking on something, if you hit enter right away, everything is a cutting edge. If you hit enter right away. All right, so, well, that was the wrong one. Let's go back. So you guys kind of get the idea. Make sure you go through this entire thing, go all the way around, trim everything up, add the keyway. If we go through here, I want you guys to add dimensions on this as well. So make sure you add the dimensions. If you look here, it's just decimal, so you may have to go back and do dim style. Or we typed in dim style, and it will tell you how to change the dimensions. DIMSTYLE. Go to modify primary units. Leave it as decimal. You want to go back and change the text height. Let's kind of try this out. Let's try 0.5. That might be a little large, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little large. .125, 1/8 of an inch. That's pretty good. So 0.125, 1/8 of an inch text height. Go through, dimension the entire thing, finish trimming it, and add the keyway. Should be pretty easy. I'll give you guys a full week to do this assignment.